Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending on wherever you are watching this live webinar from. I believe that you are not here by mistake. God has actually ordered your steps here to move you to the next level. And if you are the kind of person that is looking for a way to earn online legitimately, then you are at the right place. So you're welcome once again and congratulations for being here. In case you are wondering who am I and why should you even bother to listen to me? My name is Iyanoluwa Adeshuta and I am a fresh graduate of the Federal University of Technology, Akure. I graduated in the year 2023. I was faced with a whole lot of billings, especially in 500 level, which was my final year. I was faced with a whole lot of billings, and the fact that I am the firstborn of my family, I had to sit myself down and try to look for a way to earn income and take care of my bills and sort myself out, and I can also help my siblings in the little way that I can. So I ventured into different Ponzi schemes, and to tell you the fact, they didn't end well until I got introduced to this online skill that I'm introducing to you also, which is called the ghostwriting skill. And ever since I got introduced to this online skill, my life has been better for it. Like, my finances have changed. I didn't have to worry about how to sort my bills, how to meet a particular need. And I am very sure, I believe that irrespective of the situation you are in right now, irrespective of the financial crisis that you are in right now, yours might be bigger than mine, yours might not even be up to my own. You may just be someone that you want to have a side also, irrespective of the situation that you are in right now. I believe that this is the financial breakthrough that you've been waiting for all along. Now, the online skill that changed my life, that changed my finances and took it from where it was before to where it is now, is called the ghostwriting skill. And there is no way you would follow the step-by-step process that I am about to put you through now that you wouldn't earn $500 to $1,000 in a month. Now, in Nigeria currently, the rate of dollar to naira is 1,500. So imagine that you are earning $500 in a month. That is 750,000 naira. Now imagine it for a year, and just imagine what it's going to do to your life, how it's going to change your finances. Well, not only have I been able to achieve this, I've also helped a lot of people to achieve this. Take for example, look at Unique. Unique used to be a 17-year-old factory worker. Imagine the kind and level of stress a 17-year-old would be undergoing in a factory. And now look at him bagging a contract worth $1,000. Look at his joy. He was like, thank you so much for helping this 17-year-old factory worker. I would forever be grateful. Not only Unique, look at George also. George was also able to make 1 million naira in a month, and he was expressing his joy in the support community. Look at it for yourself. George was once a helpless single father. Life was difficult for him, but look at him celebrating 1 million naira in the support community. That is the possibility of a skill like ghostwriting. He was like, guys, I beg, someone should tell me congratulations. I just calculated how much I've made totally from ghostwriting in 1 month, and it is up to 1 million naira. Month has not yet ended though. I'm expecting all the pay by next month. Just look at him crying tears of joy, all because he decided to follow the step-by-step guide in this training. That is the possibility of a lucrative high-income skill like ghostwriting. Now, Unique was a 17-year-old student. George was a single father, which means that anyone can do ghostwriting. Anyone can learn the skill. The skill is for any serious person who has half a brain and 10 fingers. It is also for students, for coppers, for full-time mom or stay-at-home dad. The skill is for professional writers that are looking to monetize their skill, and it is also for non-writers. It is for anybody at all who wants an extra side hustle that can provide up to $500 to $1,000 monthly. Finally, the skill is also for people who are ready to learn, implement, and see results. So in case you were once a student like me, or you are still a student and you are looking for ways to finance your bill, like your house rent, your school fees, or you are a copper that earns 33k monthly, that is just like a peanut, that earns even before it gets to your account, or you are a stay-at-home mom or even a father that you earn monthly and you know that your monthly salary is not even enough to cater for your family. I mean, the country is hard, the economy is, I shouldn't say bad, but you know that what you earn is not able to cater for your family. You want another source of income that would skyrocket your finances, that would enable you to live your dream life. Then this ghostwriting skill is for you. Now, who is this skill not for, or who are the people that this skill is not for? It is not for people that want to make money overnight. It is important that state it very, very clearly. If you are someone that wants to make your money overnight, then this skill is not for you. It is not for lazy people. It is not for lazy people. I've never seen a lazy rich person. This skill is not for someone who is lazy at all. It is not an investment platform. It is not where you would think that you can put in 50k and you would expect to cash out 200k in the next 2 weeks. No, it is not an investment platform. It is not a Ponzi scheme. In case you already have that mentality that you would have to refer 2 or 3 people before you are able to cash out, then it is important that you know that this is not that kind of platform. It is not a Ponzi scheme. It is not a referral business. This is not a business whereby you'd have to bring 2 or 3 people before you'll be able to earn. You don't have to post anything on your status. You don't have to advertise. You don't have to invite people for you to earn of it. All you need to do is to write, to know how to write, and you are good to go. You can even decide to outsource. I have students that, they are busy and they don't have the time to write. You can get professional writers that can write for you. I would also get to that. I will take you through the process of how you would be able to get professional writers that can write for you. You can outsource. You don't even have to necessarily write yourself. So what is ghostwriting and why am I optimistic that this skill will work for you? Ghostwriters write works officially credited to another person as the author. And what many people don't understand is that clients will pay an arm and a leg if they can claim ownership over your writing. And this is otherwise known as ghostwriting. That is, in essence, ghostwriting is the act of one person writing in the name of another person, a brand or a company, without receiving public credits. Now, ghostwriting has been around for a while, for a very long time at that, and you probably do not take note of it. And of course, it is not a new concept. People write content, they write articles, they write stories, they write speeches, they write letters, they write scripts, drama scripts for another person, and they don't take the official credit for these works. All of this is known as ghostwriting, and it will always continue. In fact, people write lyrics. Oftentimes, you must have heard about songs that you hear that, oh, this is not the original writer, that is the original writer. Do you get? So it's because somebody else must have written it and it is now credited to another person entirely. That means the person is the ghostwriter who wrote on behalf of another person. Now, the ghostwriting that I'll be introducing you to today is the one where you would have to write stories for foreign multinational companies, not companies in Nigeria, not companies in Africa. Foreign multinational companies where you write stories, you write articles for them, and you will be earning $100 to $1,000 per month. An example of a company that you will be writing articles for is the Opera News. Another example of a company where you'll be writing stories for is ByteDance. ByteDance is the mother company, is the parent company of TikTok. And their net worth is about $275 billion. You can search it, you can check it out yourself on Google. That's the mother company of TikTok. So you'll be writing stories for them. I called their net worth just to show you the fact that they won't have a problem paying your $1,000, your $2,000. They won't have the problem. You won't have to worry about, oh, I'm going to write and they are going to hold me. No. They are not Nigerian, they are not African companies, they are multinational companies. So you won't have a problem, you won't have an issue with writing for them and then at the end of the day, they will not pay you your money. This is an example of a contract from ByteDance. It is exclusive. See the details, unexpected love. Now it is usually worth $1,000. A student of mine, Edna, came to my DM. That's about September 11. You can see the screenshots here. She was like, I'm so happy right now. I got the contract, exclusive for that matter. An exclusive contract is worth about $1,000 to about $1,300. That is about 1.1 million to about 1.4 million naira as at that time. And that is the worth of an exclusive contract. As at September 11, she was celebrating a contract from Bite Dance with me. And as at September 14, she was back in my DM celebrating another exclusive contract. That is within 4 days, just 4 days, a contract worth about $1,000. You can see it clearly. Yeah, and this is someone that started her training. I mean, she started following this guide step by step within a month, and she landed 2 contracts with about $2,000. Now, this is also for me. Many people will always wonder, how many contracts can I get? Can I get multiple contracts? Or is it just that once I have 1 contract, that's the end? Now, this is Fumi here signing her 5th contract. So, as long as you are ready to learn and implement, you can go on to sign as many contracts as possible that you can handle. That is how lucrative and massive this writing skill is. It will expose you to each of these different 15 companies and how to apply to them, what they want you to write, such that they are able to give you the contract that is worth $1,000. And there is no way you will follow what is in the training guide and you will not bag a contract. I'm sure that at this point you are asking, Yanu, how do I write? How do I find these companies that I am supposed to apply to? And how am I sure that even when I apply to these companies, they are going to give me the contracts? Well, these are valid questions. They are very valid. And that is why I'm introducing you to ghostwriting income generator, which is the GIG. Now, it is in form of videos. They are simplified videos. All you need to do is to watch these videos and do exactly what is explained in the videos step by step and follow it through. Now, let me show you part of the things you will be getting, things that you'll be learning from this ghostwriting income generator. If you are keen on learning how to write, the GIG has enough modules that will teach anyone anywhere how to become a writer and start writing. Each module specifically teaches from the basics of writing to the complex parts. So if you've been looking for ways to become a professional writer, this training guide has got you covered. Now, believe me when I say these processes have been simplified for you. To walk you through how to apply to, I mentioned about 15 different companies to you. It will walk you through how to apply to each of them and get contract from them. Now, imagine getting a contract of about $800 from each of these companies and getting a contract from about 4 of them. That is about $3,200, and that is over 4.5 million. So when I actually tell you that you can make $1 million from this skill in a month, then you get the point now, because there are several companies you can write for. There are several companies you can get contract from. It will also expose you to article writing. Yeah, it will expose you to article writing, like I explained, how to write articles for foreign companies like Opera News and all, and how to monetize it properly. Another thing that is very massive is that it will help you to open a verified PayPal account. PayPal, Pioneer and domiciliary accounts. If you are going to open a domiciliary account here in Nigeria, you will need to go through a whole lot of stress, a whole lot of verification, because the government does not want you to open any dollar accounts. Before you can open any dollar accounts, there has to be verification if you are actually earning legally, and there is a lot of verification you will do, and you need to pay agents. But then this training guide will teach you how to open a verified domiciliary account for free. It will also teach you how to open a Pioneer account. Now, for those who know about Pioneer, you will know how valid and how solid it is. Now, it will go further to show you how to open a PayPal account. For some persons, you know how difficult it is to open a verified PayPal account in Nigeria. Some people even say it is impossible. But this training guide will walk you through step by step on how to open a PayPal account. Now, the most massive one amongst all of these things is that you will also have a support group filled with over 1,500 ghostwriters. You will meet professionals that have about 8 contracts, that have about 10 contracts. You also meet co-editors who will help you review your work. This is not a skill that you are left alone with. Apart from having my own support, you will still have professionals, people that will still help you edit your work, that will correct your work and ensure that it fits into something that can land you a big job of $1,000. Now, it will now still expose you to a fully blown Upwork course. Upwork is like the biggest freelancing platform in the world. You can make your findings about how big it is. This training guide will expose you to how to open an Upwork account, set it up and start getting jobs with it. You can use Upwork to make $1,000 monthly, and I'm not even capping. Students of this academy have made these figures. Take for example, look at Gloria. She has made $1,000 from Upwork. Now, these details you are seeing here is directly from Upwork, and she was like, and I have made my first $1,000, a proud student of ghostwriting. You are a blessing to many. God bless you immensely. That is how massive Upwork is and how massive this training guide is. Well, you may be asking, what if I can't write? Like, what if I am busy? I have quite a whole lot of things that I am doing that I'm busy with. What if I'm not chanced to write? Well, that's a valid question actually, and that's why this GIG is for everybody. There is a module that is created specifically for people like you that cannot write or are too busy to write, that you are looking out to outsourcing to professional writers. There is a module specifically created for you. You can bag a contract of $1,000, get a professional writer, outsource your work to him or her, and you can pay him $300. And at the end of the day, you still have $700 to keep to yourself. That is a whole lot for someone that did not even write at all. And that is how massive this GIG training guide is. A lot of GIG students are making $1,000 per month from this just by outsourcing. For example, look at Fearless Dan. This is Fearless Dan. These are some benefits you get from getting a contract through ghostwriting income generator. But that's not the best part. The best part is that you don't have to be a writer. I can't write a novel to save my life. There are a lot of people out there who can work for you. All you need to do is to get the contract and get someone to write the story and make a lot of money doing nothing. Now you can see these are verifiable proofs that you can check out yourself. You can see the bonuses in these contracts. That is to show you that you don't necessarily need to write. You don't necessarily need to be a writer. If you are a busy person, the training guide has got you covered. Let me go further to show you what ordinary people like you are doing with this course. Now look at this screenshot. This is Rare Breed here. You can read his words yourself. He said, "Good evening. I am happy I got your course. It has really helped me even though I am in Module 3. Story ideas are already flooding in. I can't believe I wanted to use YouTube to learn ghostwriting. Like they say, follow who no road. Yeah, follow who no road. The course is very well detailed. I don't normally leave reviews, but I just had to. Earlier, I do have ideas for stories, but couldn't bring myself to put it down. I didn't know what to use, but as I got this course, I am able to write something down. I mean, these are words you can read yourself." Another one you will see is Olusefa's. This might be actually funny. It was like, how, where, and who introduced you to all this kind of knowledge? I have just concluded the course this afternoon. In fact, you have done well. Though I finished in University of Ibadan as a mathematician, I don't know I can still understand article writing and everything taught in the course this way. It's time for me to start registering, implementing, and earning by the special grace of God. God has blessed you, boss, and thanks. Now, another person you will see here is someone from a foreign country, not even from Nigeria at all. Ruth is from Cameroon and she has been seeing things about ghostwriting. She thought it was all scam and all until she got the training guide and she started the training. She was like, "Hello, good morning, boss. I am speechless after going through the GIG. I thought Nigerians were just hyping their brother, but as a Cameroonian, there is more to it than that. Your birthday gift marked a new beginning in my life too. This is just my second week of going through the GIG and I can't even say the money I bought it was worth the GIG. Thank you very much for the free gift. May God continue to bless you." This is someone from faraway country learning and winning with his skill. The last thing I'll be showing you in this section is a live testimony from Edith Young. Edith Young is someone that got the training guide and she has been winning massively with the skill. So here is what she has to say. I would like for you to see what she has to say about the skill.
I got the ghostwriting income generator a few months back, and ever since then, I can say that my life has changed for the better. I have been able to learn and grow and have made a lot of money from ghostwriting. Definitely, this has been the most beneficial step I had ever taken in my life. So if you're looking for a stress-free way to start making money from the comfort of your home, then ghostwriting is definitely for you. And the one tool that can kickstart your journey is the ghostwriting income generator. Get that and you thank me for it.
I know there are some people that will say, oh, this is an online skill. How am I sure I'm going to make money off it? Well, it all depends on you. It depends on you if you are willing to take instructions and then you are willing to implement those instructions. It all depends on you actually. But then if you do what you are told, I mean if you follow through what I've told you, you would secure a contract. That is sure. I can assure you that. And you will not only secure a contract, you will secure multiple contracts and you would earn thousands of dollars. Now I will show you examples of the people that are following, those that are following step by step as it is explained in this training guide, and how they are winning massively with this skill. This is Gloria, and this is the receipt of her first payment. My payment for my first milestone don't land my account to 111,212 naira made in 5 days. Ghostwriting suites. I am building my 10th year. This is Courtney from another foreign country. My payment, and I was like, I'm so glad that you are chopping from ghostwriting. And she said, all thanks to you. This course is one of the best things that has happened to me. George came recently to drop one of his payment receipts. Testimony time. So far, I have made $3,000 just from a single aspect. Made over $1,000 from my personal books. Still have contracts worth over $5,000. All this was just in a space of 4 months. Like, imagine how his life is transformed drastically all in the space of 4 months. Another person here is Sandra, who is winning massively. She was like, this is my second earning since I bought your course. I would like to appreciate you immensely for creating this course. Your course has changed my life greatly. May God continue to bless and uplift you. Thank you so much. Now, these are the testimonies that I am sure that you also will give by the time you start learning the skill and you start following step-by-step guide on how I will explain these stuffs to you. Like I explained before, this training guide will help you in opening domiciliary accounts so you can also have your foreign currencies in your hands like George here. This is over $100 and it was like, God bless you, my boss. This is someone that is winning massively with this skill. This is the last one I will share in this webinar. God shared one of the most emotional stories, massive transformation stories I have seen. She was like, honestly, I'm so happy that I can't hold it in. Every time I receive payments in USD, I keep asking myself, what would have happened to me if I didn't buy this course last year? The fact that I used my mom's money to buy GIG and I had to borrow money from my brother to pay back. It sounds funny now cause now me they send money to my mom every month and I never graduate from med school. Imagine someone in med school that is busy and she's the one financing her family now. For real, I owe you a lot of thank you and God bless you for not keeping this knowledge to yourself. God bless you immensely. I mean every word when I say that you are a big blessing. Poverty is a very bad thing. I've never seen something render people handicapped as poverty does. Poverty is a very, very bad thing. I mean, you would have a lot of aspirations, you have a lot of plans, a lot of dreams in your head, a lot of visions, but you actually need money to bring them to actualization. So if there is no money, you will just be explaining. There's no evidence actually. You just be explaining. You just have this dream that will never come to fulfillment. So that is why I said that poverty is a very, very bad thing that should not happen to anybody. Now you have seen how this GIG, how this training guide, this particular skill has moved a lot of people from an unreliable state, a state of being broke, being wretched, to a state of being financially free, and how it is set to do that for you too. See, you have to get to a stage in life that you would have to be angry about poverty. You have to be very, very angry, because if you are not angry about poverty, there is a high tendency that you will never leave that state. You will never leave that state of poverty. And that is why I want you to say to yourself that I will never be poor in my life. I would even want you to type it in the comment section. I will wait for you. Just type it there that I will never be poor in my life. You would have to fight poverty with every fiber, everything in you. You would have to fight poverty such that even your generations to come would not have to face what you are facing or what you are going through right now. Now, another question I get from people is that, oh Yanu, do I need a laptop to get started? No, you don't really need a laptop. You don't need a laptop. All you need to get started is your smartphone. Your smartphone will do just fine. The basic things you need for this skill is your smartphone, data connection, and the willingness to learn. The willingness to learn has to be there. The willingness to learn and the willingness to implement what you have learned. It's not just learning, but the willingness to go further to implement what you have learned. Those are the things that you really need for this skill to get started. Now, let us see what this training guide is actually worth. Let us see what it is actually worth. Now, because you have stayed this far, these are what you will be getting from me. 1. You will be getting GIG 1.0 and 2.0. It's going to expose you to article writing, story writing, and things you can do step by step to get exclusive contracts, while teaching you the basics of writing and how you can become a professional writer in no time. 2. You will be getting 2 ghostwriting ebooks that is worth 15,000 naira. The first one is worth 45,000 naira, and second one is worth 15,000 naira. Now, these 2 ebooks are with tips and guidelines that will help you bag contracts in no time. They have helped me and my students skyrocket our finances with ghostwriting. You will also have access to 2 professional writers in case you decide not to write yourself, and that is actually worth 20,000 naira. Another thing I will do for you is that I will give you a blueprint that has made my students bag their first exclusive contract of about $1,200, and that is worth 20,000 naira. You will have a fully blown up work course. That's like a step-by-step guide to the biggest freelancing platform in the world. Now, because like I have said earlier, you must win, and you must win in no time. It is very compulsory, so I need to give you everything you need, and that is worth about 50,000 naira. Now, you will have access to me and my private mentorship group for newbies. I mean, that is priceless. That is priceless. So altogether, the total value of what you will be getting from me, because you have stayed this far, is about 150,000 naira, which is about $100. Why? Because you must be free from poverty. Your life must change and you must skyrocket your finances ASAP. That is why I'm giving you this much value. Now, because I want you to win as soon as possible, I'll be offering you 3 types of support, 3 types of training. If you are ready to get started right now, you will have the video training to yourself that will walk you through step by step things you must do, things you should implement that can easily make you get contracts. I will also add you to a newbie support group where I will personally spoon feed you because I want you to get results. Poverty must end. I want to see your transformation story. I want to receive your testimony. So I need to give you what you need to do to get results in no time. Then lastly, I will give you the opportunity to have all my lines. You can decide that, see, Yanu, let us go on a video call. Let me rant. Let me show you how things are. Let me ask you questions face to face. Put me through these things. Let me get results with this thing. Put me through how you've been doing it. I will also give you access to that. Now, you will not be paying 150k to get started. I mean, that's ridiculous with this current economy. You will not be paying 150k to get started. You will not be paying 100k also. That's way too much. You will not be paying 50k. In fact, you will not be paying 40k to get started. All you need to get all of these bonuses I've explained before is 32,500 naira. It is a one-time payment. But wait a minute. Because you have stayed this far, I have a free gift for you just because you stayed this far. If you are ready to get started now, you will be getting 2 gig free data subscription from me that will help you with your video training. One thing I rarely do is give out my $5,000 ghostwriting blueprint for free, and it is what has been helping my students get results in no time. All of these and the ones I've talked about earlier, you will be getting them for just 29,999 naira. 29,999 naira. Now, imagine you learning a skill this month, and within the next 1, 2, 3 months, you're already making $300. You're already making $500 per month. Imagine what it will do to your finances. Imagine how it will change your state. But please note, the GIG 1.0, the GIG 2.0, the 2 gig free data that you're about to get, the 2 ghostwriting ebooks that will help you easily get contracts and skyrocket your finances with ghostwriting, the 2 professional writers, my writers that you will get for free, the fully blown Upwork course, and my special ghostwriting blueprints that will help you get results in no time. Every of these things goes for 29,999 naira only. Now, note that this offer is just for 72 hours. Between now and the next 72 hours. After the next 72 hours, this offer closes. The decision you're about to make right now is not only going to change your life. The decision I made back then did not just change my life only, it changed the life of my family. After it turned my life around for good, it changed my family entirely. Your financial freedom, your financial transformation is not only for you, but it affects everyone around you. I want to actually see your testimony. If you will not be getting started right now, between now and the next 72 hours, I understand quite alright. But if you will be getting started later, you will be paying 32,500 naira. Now I want you to see it this way. The fact that you stayed this long till this point in this webinar, it actually shows that there is a problem. I once had this similar problem. It is a financial problem. Now, you came here with a problem. You want to increase your finances. You want a change in your finances. Maybe you have been collecting loan from different loan apps and life has been difficult for you. You've been depressed. There is that problem. Now, you have 2 options really. You really have 2 options. It is either you make the decision that you are going to invest in your head, learn this skill, implement and cause a transformation in your life, end this frustration, depression, and become financially independent. Or you decide to remain like I was back then, wallowing in self-pity, being broke, always complaining about bad governance, and always looking up to people to borrow money from. Really, it is your choice at this point, and I believe that I'm actually sure that you will make the best decision for yourself. Now, if you have other questions, you can message me in the DM. You are free to come to my DM and ask questions. And if you are ready to get started, you can also message me in the DM. Thank you so much.